Okay, this was a perennial bed. So I have already dug up my reed grass that I had here. So now I'm going to dig up some other perennials that I want to keep and relocate to a different part of my yard. You will see everything is a mess. This is how it looks in the wintertime before everything starts blooming. So I'm going to dig these up, and this is where I have decided that I wanted the pond to go, because if you look, you will see that little fountain thing laying there. That used to sit here amongst perennials, and we already have an electrical source there. So I did not want to have my husband relocate that. So I decided to work in this area the best that I could. Now I'm going to use the water hose, and I'm just going to lay out the entire area that I want to have for the space, because as well as the pond, I'm going to actually put tons of plants and some decorations and things like that in here. So I'm using the water hose as an outline, and I'm going to go in with some white spray paint just to mark the area. And the digging was actually the worst part, because at one point in time it got extremely muddy because of rain, and we were trying to get it done. It was just, digging was the worst. All right, so now I have my outline as to where I want everything to go, or this is the area that I want everything to be in. So now we got the liner in, and this is going to be where the main water will sit, but of course the area is going to be much larger. We're going to actually start building up the mound that I want to make into the waterfall. So you're going to see me doing quite a bit of explaining here. I'm trying to make him see my actual vision, which is not always the easiest thing to do, because I'll tell him what I want to do and he's like, yeah, I don't get it. So I have to try to make him see my vision the best that I can. So we build up the mound there with topsoil. Then I want to make sure everything is all smooth and even, because the ground is actually not level in this area that we're working in. So it's actually, the tub is actually built up in one place so that if it rains, the fountain doesn't actually overflow. And we're gonna go in with some more topsoil. It actually took quite a bit of topsoil to get it as high as I needed it to be. I will have you know that I started it out a lot higher, and then later on I actually went in and lowered it because I had 3 steps, and I just did not feel like the pond was big enough to have 3 stairs going down to the waterfall. So I made it so that it was only 2. And I feel like it was more aesthetically pleasing that way. So now we're going to use the liner, and the liner is just basically to ensure that the water goes from the waterfall down into the actual pond. I'm watching this video back and I'm like, we really look like Jed and Ellie Mae in this. This was a dirty job. So I'm still trying to explain my vision. And now here we go. Guys, I lost so much footage from this. I don't know how. I don't know what happened with my camera, but the rocks, I actually got the rocks for free because I found a lady on OfferUp who wanted them gone from her yard ASAP. So that saved me a ton of money. I found the liner on Craigslist. I already had the statue, And I already had the waterfall. So this was literally less than a $200 project. And I still have tons of work to do. I have to get my tropicals in the ground. A lot of my perennials are starting to come up. However, we are getting ready to have a freeze here. So I'm kind of at a standstill with gardening right now. But I will see you guys in my next gardening video. Be blessed. Bye for now.